It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. The 76ers have really been playing well lately. They know that great teams win these types of games on the road. They're definitely the better team, and they're looking to show it tonight. And the front lines for both teams tonight, powerful, explosive. Shaq, what's the key these days to building a great front court?
Well, the more versatile, the better. But it's more about skill and brute strength. You know I'm about skill and brute strength. I was the most skillful and brutally strong guy ever to play the game.
It's right, you are brutal.
What's so funny?
That, front court guys need to change ends. That's what's funny to me, Shaq, and nothing else. I just tell you right now, nothing else is funny to me.
You want me to show you how strong I am? I'll flip this table over right now.
I believe you could. I believe you could.
What you looking at, Ernie?
Not much.
Oh.
All right.
It's on. It's on.
I see Ernie.
And here's Kevin Harlan. Here's Kevin Harlan.
I'll see you in the locker room, Ernie.
The Cavaliers have an Eastern Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend their home court here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland. Welcome, folks, and thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us here at 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. Look at Philadelphia. They're looking to start this road trip off with a win and continue their winning streak.
And expected to vie for that top seed coming into the season. They have not disappointed. This is a team poised to do big things in the postseason.
Well, it's hard to disqualify. Fantastic year for them so far. The buildup was obviously justified. I think they'll only be satisfied if they're crowned NBA champion now.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Guys, Joel Embiid is listed at 7 feet, but at player introductions, they say 7'2" center, Joel Embiid. Now, Brett Brown says when you stand next to him, you understand the difference between 7 feet and 7'2". He's a big man, Kevin.
He is tremendous size and skill to match, TA. Thanks. By this point in the season, Doris, certain teams have been hit hard by the injury bug, and the truth is the next man up, the next player up, can be easier said than done.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, Kevin. Sometimes it's not necessarily when the injury happens, it's who has the injury hit. So a all-star level player, an MVP caliber player, can't necessarily be replaced one for one. So sometimes you've got to make some schematic adjustments, and sometimes you've got to rely on the whole to pick up the one big star that's gone down.
I always thought, too, character is really revealed when you start losing a couple players to injury.
No doubt, Kevin.
Oh, look at the 76ers starting group. Simmons runs the show with Redick at the 2. Tobias Harris is out there with Embiid, and it's Butler in at the 3 spot. Six to shoot. Harris against Thompson. And the basket by Harris. Harris has got the game going here with the first basket for the 76ers.
And just like that, first lead of the game.
Well, this is how you want to get out of the gate. Set the tempo. Perfect way to open this up.
The shot by Sexton, no good. And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
I mean, you'd have to question their effort, Greg. They did a great job at penetrating and kicking out. The defense simply wasn't up to the task.
Now, here's Clarkson. 17 points for him last game against Milwaukee. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
This guy is more than capable of making that play. Jordan Clarkson confident around the cup.
Simmons with it. Guarded now by Sexton. And the basket by Harris.
Heating up early on. This is exactly how he wanted to start the night.
You're right. I mean, he's found his rhythm early. The defense has got to do a better job guarding him from this point on. The only way he doesn't finish is if the defense gets in his face. Nice job.
The shot by Redick, no good. The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Sexton kicks to Osman. The shot is good off the backboard. 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Outside Butler. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. The pass to Embiid. It's rebounded by Cleveland. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
And with your defense, one part's your ability, the other, though, is effort, and that one they showed neither.
No, there's no question, Greg. I thought their defensive intensity was lacking from the outset. It looked like they were just hoping the other team would miss.
Here's Simmons.
Stop it!
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now, here's Clarkson. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Right, because otherwise you're going to give up those close range opportunities all night. If you allow the opposition to get into a groove, look out.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Tobias Harris in his 8th season in the NBA and still just 26 years old.
Yeah, I mean, 1 season at Tennessee, and he has slowly but steadily improved each year. And, you know, he's gotten stronger, more consistent with his long-range shooting, and he's found his calling as one of those prototype small ball fours.
That's good from Harris. And the Cavaliers were so good at so many things last season, Doris, but the defense had lapses.
Well, you could go a step further and say the defense was poor over the last couple of years for the Cavaliers. When you look at the metrics, they were bottom 3 in a lot of those metrics. This is a team that relied on its offense to win games. They made no secret about that.
And he makes the first but misses the second. Here's Clarkson. And a miss there on the triple. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And stolen by Sexton. Love kicks to Clarkson. Shoots over Redick. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
Well, it's not the defense that caused that miss. That one's all on him.
Simmons on the wing. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And let's take a look at Colin Sexton's numbers. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. 13th in assists, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And he really is the consummate playmaker, always keeping his head on a swivel, searching for the open man, completely unselfish basketball play. 76ers trailing, feeds it to Simmons. And no good, had a chance to take the lead there. For Cleveland, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Here's Love. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Harris. Redick is in the corner. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Just an amazing feel for the game. Simmons is so gifted at reading the floor.
Sexton, the pass to Love. And here's Thompson, guarded by Harris. Here's Nance. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Simmons feeling it out a bit. And stolen by Sexton. Knight with it. Now guarded by Redick. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Yeah, this guy's a high motor guy, plays with a ton of intensity and passion. Knight goes right through the foul.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Chris, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Henson comes in for Kevin Love. And Stauskas subbed in for Sexton. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Simmons is checked in.
One shot.
Always highly regarded. Knight tore up the high school ranks, led Kentucky to a Final Four, drafted top 10, and his arrow is still pointing up.
Now here is Harris. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Indiana.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Simmons against Knight on the wing. Nance. Back to Knight. Shot clock at 6. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
So good on the catch and shoot. You don't want to let Knight get dialed in from behind the arc.
Takes the 13-footer, and Henson pulls it down. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against Indiana.
You know, sometimes you're going to win because of your performance, and on occasions, which was the case for them, it's the play of your opponent that allows you to escape with wins.
Well, there's no doubt. The offense looked scattered. Tons of turnovers, some of them forced, certainly, but many were not. It was made easy to defend.
Knight kicks to Stauskas. Over Simmons. Nance, the second chance points on the tip-in.
Don't you love guys who are willing to do the dirty work? Larry Nance's activity making him a factor on the rebounding aspect.
And stolen by Knight. For the finish, and Knight slams it in.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. 7-point differential. Harris finds Embiid. Back to Harris. To the inside. And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Harris.
Well, what a terrific option he is for them. Really puts a ton of stress on an opponent.
Here's Knight. No good that time. Some solid defense from Harris. The 76ers trail by 5. Simmons passes to Embiid. Simmons trying to get open. Good work there as it goes.
You're starting to see Jonathan Simmons put it all together. Making some strides as a passer, guys.
Simmons against Knight. Inside. Chris kicks to Stauskas. Over Simmons. Connects on the 9-footer.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
Boy, what a journey for Jonathan Simmons, gentlemen, right? This guy is undrafted. He comes up through the G League and now has proven to be a quality NBA player.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Joel Embiid. Johnson comes in for Harris. Scotty's checked in for Butler. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Ben Simmons. And Simmons credits his time with the Spurs doors for molding him into the player that he is today.
Well, I think specifically Simmons improved on the defensive end of the floor. This guy would get some tips and watch Kawhi Leonard play. You can see that in the rugged tenacity on the defensive end.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Knight finds Nance. No good on the shot, so Philadelphia will take it the other way. Outside, Scott. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. He gets it in there. And it's now only a 1-point Cavalier lead.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Nance in the post, defended by Scott.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
He's obviously still trying to find the range. No success this quarter. You wonder what it would take to get him to pass the ball.
Unloads from 13. And it's off the back rim. No good. Cleveland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside.
That's how you attack.
Wow, how'd he do that? How about 6'10" with a 38-inch vertical? You do the math. That's a heck of a play by Marquise Chris.
Now, here's McConnell. Right wing. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. You take a look at the 76ers. They're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot. And, of course, the Cavaliers just way behind.
And I think for the Cavaliers, they haven't made any of the strides they were hoping to see prior to the season. Again, hanging around at the bottom of the standings.
And with one eye already on the offseason, I would guess they start tinkering with lineups, different personnel combinations as this season wraps up. That way they can start forming a plan for the future.
Now, here is Knight. He has 7. Here's Stauskas, and that one goes long. The 76ers trail by 3. Simmons feeling it out a bit. He kicks it to Scott. Releases from 15. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Benson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Stauskas, guarded by Simmons. Stauskas, the pass to Nance. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Philadelphia gets called for the foul.
2.
The Cavaliers have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And straight isolation basketball doors, something we used to see a lot more of. But for a guy like James Harden or Steph Curry, that's still a very viable option.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I mean, if you've got the likes of LeBron James or Kevin Durant or Chris Paul, guys who are able to create their own offense, to me, you want to take advantage of that skill set. It's about what your personnel strengths are. So can you surround a great creator with the shooters necessary? Because if you do, all of a sudden as a defense, there's a price to pay if you're going to help off, right? Because somewhere, some way, the best offensive talent is going to showcase its skill.
A minute 50 left here in the first quarter. McConnell with it. Pass to Marjanovic. Kicks it to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. From deep. Chris with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's Osman missing.
Gets it to very close range, but there was no way the defense going to back off and give him that layup.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Tristan Thompson comes in for Chris. And it's Sexton in for Brandon Knight. And Philadelphia also making a switch. J.J. Redick's checked in for Marjanovic. .116 left in the first quarter of the game. The drive by Redick. Over Thompson. Redick with the bucket. Redick's got 5 points so far. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Down low. Here's Osman. It's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
And good passing setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Poked loose. Passes it to Clarkson. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Osman. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Oh, terrific pick. Then kicks it right ahead, turning defense into offense.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect in transition, right? He knew exactly what to do after picking that ball off.
Now here's Reddick. He has 5. 6 on the shot clock. From deep.
Tristan Thompson, vital part of this team's interior defense. Really takes pride in how he contests shots.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Cleveland ahead, leading by 6. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. A native of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks about making a quick transition to the United States.
Not knowing English, obviously at the beginning it was a little bit hard to express myself. Obviously I can speak English perfectly now, so that's a plus, and I'm just being myself.
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid's.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
It has, Greg, no doubt. Love that they've gotten after it on the defensive end. Just continue to put pressure on.
Taking a look at the 76ers, Jimmy Butler is out there with Amir Johnson. And it's T.J. McConnell. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Scott in at the center. Now, here's Clarkson. Johnson with the block.
Well, twice on the pipes, and that's all about the effort from Amir Johnson to come up with that block.
Cleveland shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. That's good from Love. Kevin Love might not put up the same numbers Dorsey once did in Minnesota, but he is just as deadly a player.
And Kevin, he told us specifically that he can hang his hat on the number of straight finals he has gone to. And listen, he has become more and more comfortable in Cleveland and a consistent star presence for this team.
So he gets them both.
You know, watching Kevin Love, he's really got a ton of tools at his disposal offensively. We know he can shoot it. We know he can post it, but his off-ball movement has also improved. Love has molded himself into a dynamic scorer.
And here we go. Fast break. Love's got it. Here's Clarkson. Dishes to Sexton. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And there's the call on Cedi Osman. That's foul number 2 for him. Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. Now McConnell. Outside, Redick. And Thompson sends it back.
Oh, the former Longhorn Thompson really elevating for the rejection. Love the energy, guys.
Love, no good. And with Love and his offensive game, he has even started getting more scores off of cuts.
Yeah, Love has a good sense of timing on when a lane will open up. And often will get matched up with a defender that just isn't as quick as he is. And when everything is clicking for him, he can light it up in a quarter, as we've seen in the past.
And the 76ers making a change here. Simmons is checked in. They get it back. Embiid. Stolen by Thompson. Love right side. Pass to Thompson. Cleveland moving the ball around. Now here's Sexton. He's guarded closely. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Clarkson kicks to Sexton. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. And the Cavaliers lead by 11.
You know, the timing, the rhythm, I'm a big fan of when Sexton can just catch and shoot.
Timeout called the 76ers. Doris, look in your crystal ball. 5 years from now, who do you think will be the 2-3 best players in the NBA?
Well, certainly some of the names. I won't say this is a definitive list, but as long as health holds, I'm going to give you 3 men who are going to be bad men in the NBA for a long time. Giannis Antetokounmpo, because the Greek freak is able at his size to handle it, take it off the window, and dominate action in transition. If he gets a consistent jump shot, forget about it. Ben Simmons, exactly the same thing. His passing ability is extraordinary. I think you'll see him get a low post game, and I think he'll get a jump shot, and he will be unguardable. And one of my absolute favorites is Mr. Joel Embiid. Give it to you inside, give it to you outside. Mr. Embiid can handle it. He can dominate with his defense. Those 3 men are going to be all-stars for a long, long time.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Well, we've seen some defensive wizards among the NBA's freshman class this season. Let's now take a look at the rookie steal leaders. 5th, Colin Sexton.
How about the anticipation and really his aggressive mindset defensively? He's always pressuring, always looking for an opportunity to force a turnover.
The pass to Thompson. In the corner, it's Clarkson out to the right wing. Here's Love. No good that time. Good D by Embiid.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The Cavaliers leading by 9. Thompson passes to Osman. Here's the break. Pulls up, trying to get open is Butler, and it's Simmons. That time on the assist by Butler.
Well, terrific floor awareness from the crafty swingman. Jimmy Butler playing the role of facilitator.
Sexton the pass to Thompson. Love outside. He kicks it to Clarkson. From the arc. Cavaliers working now with a fresh shot clock. Thompson. Good D by Embiid.
Affecting the shot in a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into the space of the shooter. This is how you defend the paint. Well, you know, a lack of effort defensively, and he gets a very good look from deep.
Now, here's Sexton. Guarded by Simmons. Here's Clarkson. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
As long as they can hang on to this lead, he won't have to answer for what's been an off night for him.
Butler with the steal. Outside for Redick. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Now just a 1-point Cleveland lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Sexton the pass to Clarkson. To the paint to stop the drought. And it's laid up and in by Thompson. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
Yeah, there are several ways that Thompson can be a factor on the offensive end, and he is still adding to that arsenal.
Right side, Butler. The shot comes out. Cavaliers go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Now, here's Sexton. 23 points for him the last game against Milwaukee.
And don't let his defensive work get passed over. With all his steals, he was just as valuable on D as he was at the other end.
And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Nancy's checked in for Osman. And Stauskas subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. Marjanovic checked in for Philadelphia. Now here's Butler. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Indiana.
He was active all night on the defensive end as well. With all the steals he came away with, he had them totally rattled.
Now here's Sexton. Tight defense on him. Kicks to Love. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
Boy, how about the quick hops to power through that throwdown? That is really nicely done.
Sexton, the pass to Love. Nance outside, back to Love. Just 5 on the clock. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
This has been absolutely brutal. Missed every shot this quarter. He needs to keep his head up and keep working.
Outside, Simmons. Here's Embiid. Yep, that one goes. And now it's a 3-point 76ers lead.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
You know, it'll be interesting to see what coach draws up here.
Well, they need to stop this run, and a great timeout that hopefully gives his team some energy.
A different look now for Cleveland. Marquise Chris, he's checked in for Thompson. Henson comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Brandon Knight in for Sexton. The 76ers also with a sub. Simmons is checked in. Now here's Knight. He's got 7. Tipped away. And stolen by Simmons. Harris against Nance. To the wing right side. Embiid wide open. Philadelphia getting another chance here. Deflects the pass. Nance against Harris. Goes back up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
In a moment here, let's check out the numbers for Nance. How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 7 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
And the first one drops. And Harris drops them both. And here is Knight. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. To the inside. And stolen by Simmons. Pass to Embiid. There's the 3. Here's Marjanovic. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they continue to control the glass.
Mike Scott's checked in for Joel Embiid. The 76ers have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
And his guys are getting frustrated. Coach just really kind of needs to calm them down.
I think, Greg, they've got to continue to believe that the next shot is going to go in. He can hopefully communicate that effectively to them.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for Ben Simmons. 7th in assists. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists. And he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
And I'm not sure how they're in front right now. I mean, it's not easy to give the ball up as much as they have and still be ahead.
And the 76ers making a change here. McConnell's checked in. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Knight with it. Out guarded by Simmons. Knight kicks to Nance. Back to Knight. To halt the run. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Stauskas. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Nick Stauskas, a player who had been wasting away on the 76ers bench doors before being traded last season.
Yeah, and that trade, Kevin, gave Stauskas another chance to prove himself. This guy has always been a decent three-point threat, but didn't offer much else. In the right situation, though, you thought he could be a bigger contributor. Let's see what happens.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Here's Simmons. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Simmons got the lead up to 8 now for the 76ers. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Stauskas. He's covered by McConnell. Knight against Simmons. Clock at 6. Here's Nance, and he banks in the layup. Nance has got his second basket.
Well, that shows a sign of maturity, guys. Everyone expecting Knight to try and score it. Instead, he finds the open man.
Knight against Simmons. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Simmons. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Monday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Wednesday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the New York Knicks.
And that one against the Raptors, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Now, here is Knight. He's got 7. Now, here's McConnell. No good from Simmons. Stauskas, the pass to Henson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The 76ers in second.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
And the first one at the line is good.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Johnson, he's checked in for Marjanovic. No good on the second free throw. Here's Chris. Lays it up and banks it in.
And how about the timing on the backboards there from Chris? Has the size and quickness to be a problem.
Knight against Simmons. Overnight. No good from Simmons. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Here's Henson, and John Henson with the slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Simmons. 17 points for him last game against Indiana. Johnson finds Scott. Overnight. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Yeah, that's not a good example right there. You could have worked it around to get a better opportunity.
Knight with it. Guarded by Simmons. Here's Nance. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. And that's now 6 points for Larry Nance.
Well, Larry Nance, because of the athleticism and the burst off his feet, is incredible on the interior. Look out.
McConnell kicks to Simmons. 40 seconds left in the second quarter. Shot on the wing. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
I'll tell you, what a start in the first quarter, and now he's taking it to a new level here in the second.
Passes to Chris. Back to Knight. 20 seconds left to play in the first half. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
The guy's a highly competitive young man. Draws his fair share of fouls. We'll see Knight go to the line.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good, so both teams changing it up here. Knight hits them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Pass to Buck. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Boy, I love to watch Jimmy Butler work in the post. High activity level. Hard not to foul that guy.
Good on both. Knight looking it over. And this is his third trip to the line tonight.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Knight. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Cavaliers ahead. They finish off the second quarter on a 15-6 run. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated about what they've seen so far. I'm Ernie Johnson. That's Shaquille O'Neal. That's Kenny Smith. It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They lead by 1. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, I like that they're aggressively going to the rack. That establishes an attitude, a certain toughness. They just need to stay committed to their game plan.
Shaq, what'd you think about Philadelphia?
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards, and they helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. An exceptional performance from Brandon Knight.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
You know, I think, Greg, they never settled for the first look. It was always about, let's get the best shot possible. Really good judgment on the offensive end.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Cavaliers leading, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, the forwards are Osman and Love. Clarkson is out there with Sexton, and it's Thompson in at the center position. Now here's Butler. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
Well, what you love about Jimmy Butler to me is he can carry an offense. He can also affect the game with his high-level defense. That is the rarest of rare combinations.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
You know, guys, you think about Jimmy Butler, drafted by the Chicago Bulls, and he goes from bench warmer to star. And I always had the sense that once Tom Thibodeau was no longer a part of the Chicago Bulls organization, that Jimmy Butler's days might be numbered there as well. But I think the trade ended up working for both teams.
And Doris, the Bulls are trying to change the culture, more run and gun. That new style didn't really mesh with Butler's approach.
Right. Remember, Jimmy Butler is a Tibbs disciple. Even he has said perhaps he was too confrontational. With that obsessive drive of his, it can sometimes maybe rub people the wrong way. I think he's trying to balance that intensity with positivity with this young group.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
The Cavaliers have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. That free throw good from Kevin Love.
Well, you think about the last few years and the evolution of Kevin Love. He's now become an elite stretch 4, and he's got the green light on a nightly basis to shoot it from distance. Great.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 4 assists in the game. Now here's Sexton. Guarded by Simmons. Over Harris. Love, no good.
Boy, that's a tough miss. Does well to get himself open and then botches it up.
Redick for 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Sexton dishes to Love. Over Harris. And that one's good. Love. Love's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, let's check the boxes, Kevin Harlan. Can he make the 3? Yes. Can he score on the interior? Yes. Kevin Love. Give me a little mid-range, sir.
Now, here's Butler. 14 points for him. Back to Simmons. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the inside. The pass to Osman. Over Butler. And it's Osman missing.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Right. Perfect contest in that instance, Greg, making it really hard on the shooter to have any kind of space at all.
Now, here's Sexton. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go.
And don't forget about the long reach that Simmons possesses. He uses it exceptionally well on defense to come away with blocks like that. And Jimmy Butler, something of a quirky character, has a ritual whenever he's at a grocery store of paying the person's bill behind him. Doesn't care if it's 99 cents or 2,000.
And Butler never afraid to be a little bit different, listening to country music in the locker room, much to his teammates' chagrin.
In the offseason, riding around in a van with a baby on board sticker, even though he's single with no kids. Remove the rearview mirror as a symbolic reminder to never look back. This guy's special.
Osman finds himself wide open and drills it. Osman's got 8 points.
Well, I'll tell you, he's been a go-to guy for them as they've taken this lead, and he keeps coming.
And the 76ers call time here.
And he could tell His guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Cavaliers.
Look, they've been aggressive looking to get inside, but they haven't finished especially well when they get there. I like the attack mentality, but you have got to finish play.
Harris's shot is good. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
And the Cavaliers call time here. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
I think one of the things at the top of the list in this timeout discussion has got to be the amount of room they're giving him to operate. You've got to get more bodies on him to try to disrupt his rhythm.
In a moment here to look at the numbers for Jimmy Butler. Averaging about 23 points per, almost 3 steals and 4 assists. He has been at his most dynamic, no question about it, a real handful.
Let's make no mistake, one of the elite talents in the NBA and operating at the highest level right now.
Now, here's Sexton. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Clarkson kicks to Sexton. To the middle, here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
All right, that's a nice little flash there from Thompson after the pick and roll to get into space where he can finish.
Pass to Embiid. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Osman, defended by Butler. Osman, the pass to Love. Clarkson kicks to Osman. Drains it from beyond the arc. Now it's a 4-point Cavalier lead.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Harris outside. With some arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Greg, what are some of the positives that Tristan Thompson's play brings to the team?
Still a very efficient scorer on the shots that he does take, and he lives mostly inside the paint, and still a strong offensive rebounder. But his days of being a threat on the offensive end as the game has evolved seems to have kind of gone away.
And that one misses. And he sinks the second. And it's the 76ers with the ball. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Simmons finds Harris. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
The 76ers have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. Marjanovic checked in for Philadelphia. That's good from Harris.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Here's Sexton. He kicks to Thompson. Love outside. Shoots over Embiid. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want to give your offense a chance, and that possession didn't do it.
Not at all, Greg. I mean, no reason for him to be taking these kinds of shots. He has only himself to blame.
It's his first trip to the line.
Yeah, it's good to see him with this free throw percentage up over 80.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Embiid. And Embiid drops them both.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Sexton with it. Can't hit from in close.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
Now, here's Clarkson. To the wing on the left. Love dishes to Sexton. This one for 3. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Sexton. Love outside. Kicks it to Sexton. The feed to Clarkson. Butler with the steal. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Hits the three-point bomb. And now a 5-point Philadelphia lead. Sexton the pass to Osman. Now Sexton. To the middle. Here's Thompson looking to end the run. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Nothing they're doing on the defensive end is working. They've got to figure something out, and fast.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
And how about the passion of Simmons? Just sticking with it on the glass.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Clarkson kicks to Osman. And he banks in the layup. Osman's got 7 now in this quarter. The 76ers leading by 5. Simmons finds Marjanovic. With the teardrop, he takes it up and lays it in. Marjanovic has got 7.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Sexton the pass to Love. Sexton with it. Guarded by Embiid. Passes it to Clarkson. It's up a 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after.
I'll tell you, it'd be a big help if he could snap out of this cold streak. His shooting has been hurting them.
Yeah, and in terms of accuracy, they are dominating the second half.
Well, they're certainly connecting on a lot of shots in this second half, generating high percentage looks and really cashing in.
Now, here's Sexton. Clock at 6. Clarkson against Butler, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Philadelphia also making some changes. Mike Scott's checked in for Marjanovic. Johnson comes in for Joel Embiid, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Simmons. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. The 76ers #1.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
Now, here's McConnell. Nance against Harris. And Scott now, top of the key. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Dellavedova kicks to Chris. He dishes it to Knight. From the stripe. And it's good for 2. Knight's got 13.
Well, we've seen this guy go through slumps, but when Knight's got it rolling, he can be as deadly as anyone.
Here's Harris. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
This season, 88% on the line, so he has been in a comfort zone.
Sexton, he's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. That's good from Harris.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Now, here's Sexton. He's covered by McConnell. And here's Sexton. Ball's knocked loose and taken away by Johnson. Now, here's McConnell. D right on him. That's a 2 from Butler. He's off on that one, and Cleveland will come the other way. Sexton the pass to Henson, and that one drops for him. 6 points for him.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
Philadelphia leading by 8. Now, here's McConnell. On the wing, Johnson. Back to McConnell. Just 5 on the clock. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Boy, defender taken out of the play with a rock-solid screen. No way he's going to get through that.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Knight. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Ennis, he's checked in for Harris.
Boy, Larry Nance Jr. showed last season he can be a productive starter. He has always been efficient and complements a lot of different players.
Well, for Larry Nance Jr., so much of what he brings Doris to a lineup is energy.
Right, Kev. He's an igniter, right? That hustle and coming up with timely plays is what he is known for.
And how about the explosiveness of Sexton, a crafty floor general who is consistent in how hard he attacks the defense.
Here's what Philadelphia is going with right now. Korkmaz comes in for Ennis, and Smith subbed in for T.J. McConnell. He's perfect from the line this time. And, of course, Colin Sexton. His college team once had to finish a game with only 3 players.
Yeah, he scored 40 that night. I mean, almost led him to a victory. He loves to play under the bright lights, brings great energy and enthusiasm every night.
Now, here is Smith. From beyond the arc, Nance with the rebound. Nance has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Inside, Osman, and he converts the layup. Osman's got 9 points here in the second half.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Here's Butler. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now, here's Sexton. He has 5. Here's Chris. That one, no good. Nice D from Scott. And there's the call on Cedi Osman. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, will be headed to the free throw line. And he makes the first. J.J. Redick's checked in for Smith. And so he hits both. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Down low, Butler with the steal. Now here's Redick. Defense right on him. Pass to Korkmaz. Here's Johnson. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. And the 76ers lead by 12. Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Here's Sexton. Got a hand on it.
Boy, he hasn't given them much of anything tonight. He's got to look for his own shot a little less and keep the ball moving.
That free throw good from Korkmaz. So he gets them both. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Osman, covered by Reddick. Osman kicks to Sexton. The pass to Chris. 5 to shoot to end the run. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Such a menace close to the rim. You got to respect Sexton's fearlessness when he's amongst the bigs.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Simmons is checked in. Good on the second free throw.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
The 76ers leading by 13. Here's Butler. 18 points for him. Another miss by Philadelphia.
You know, he's working on his inside game, but clearly there's still a little more work to do.
Tobias Harris, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Philadelphia 76ers. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. We'll return shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Simmons runs the show with Reddick at the 2. Amir Johnson is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Scott in at center, locking down the middle. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Well, we know this guy is a multifaceted scorer. Now, if Marquise Chris could be more consistent, the guy has scary potential.
Philadelphia leading by 11. And Simmons kicks to Johnson. Butler feeling it out a bit. Reddick for 3. And Henson pulls it down. Henson's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Well, he hasn't been a big contributor tonight for sure, but it hasn't prevented them from being in a position to grab the win.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Timeout called the 76ers.
And Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Brett Brown talking with his team. He wanted his guys to stay intense. He said, if any of you think this game's over, you're wrong, and you can sit next to me. We've still got a lot of work to do. No let-ups at the defensive end of the floor. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. They get it back. Scott right through the D for the layup.
Yeah, second chance points. Gotta love the way they attack the offensive glass there, even with a huge lead.
I'll tell you, Greg, there's no let-up in how they play. They want to dominate every aspect, and that includes second chance points.
Here's Sexton after the Sixers pick up 2. Chris in the post. Scott's there. Chris gets the bucket.
Well, you love the aggressiveness. Chris not drifting around on the outside. He's getting it done in the painted area.
And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Cavaliers making a switch here. Thompson's checked in, and Philadelphia also making a switch. Embiid's checked in. Now here's Simmons. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Henson. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. Sexton's shot is good.
A dangerous scorer from mid-range. Sexton loves to take that shot when he gets it in rhythm.
And Simmons kicks to Johnson. Back to Simmons. Pass to Embiid. Over Thompson. Cavaliers with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Sexton, the pass to Henson. Out left to the wing. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Henson. Now just a 5-point 76ers lead. Philadelphia's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Simmons. A fadeaway. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And really with Simmons, the guy just has everything, including the soft mid-range jump shot.
Henson in the corner for the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to rally and get back into it.
You know, they found a way to compose themselves on both ends of the floor, and that's what's really powered this run.
Embiid finds Butler. Here's Embiid. Knocked loose. Stolen by Henson. Sexton with it. Simmons is there. The open look here for Sexton. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Here's Johnson. Tries again. And Henson sends it back. A good look from Embiid. That's in coming off an assist from Johnson. And that's 12 points for Joel Embiid. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Sexton with it. He kicks to Clarkson. Just 4 to shoot. Passes it to Sexton. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And here's what Cleveland's schedule is looking like. On Tuesday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers. And then on Wednesday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets.
Yeah, and Kevin, this is going to be a very trying part of the schedule for them. More than a fair share of road games on the dock for the team, and have not had an easy time finding success away from home. Clearly a foul.
The free throw drops for Embiid. Love's checked in for Cleveland. Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. And Embiid drops them both. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Looking to get back on track here. And Embiid with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Well, wide open look for Love. Good on the three-point shot.
He's been heating it up since the break, getting some excellent looks right now.
Philadelphia leading by 5, and Simmons kicks to Butler. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
And Simmons loves jamming it through, relentless in his attack of the cup.
And a terrific bit of chaos there on the replay, presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Thompson. Left side, Love. Clarkson passes to Love. Just 5 on the clock. Henson with it. And Sexton has it in the corner. Over Simmons. The shot by Sexton, no good. 76ers have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Cedi Osman, he's checked in for John Henson. Here's Harris. The kick outside to Butler. And stolen by Sexton. To the inside, Thompson. The dish to Love. And the dunk by Love.
Oh, guys, Kevin Love with the power finish there.
Philadelphia leading by 5. Simmons finds Embiid. Now here's Butler inside. And it's Simmons. That time on the assist by Butler.
still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
I'll tell you, he's relentless right now. He's going straight at the defense and knocking down a lot of shots in this quarter.
Now here's Thompson, and Sexton has it in the corner. He's looking for Love and finds him. Count the basket. Love's got 7 points for the quarter.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
76ers have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Outside Butler. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Now Sexton. An easy 2 points on the layup. Now it's just a 3-point 76ers lead.
Well, you can see he's feeling it right now. Shots dropping from all over the place this quarter.
Harris outside. Pass to Redick. Launches it. Shot clock reset for Philadelphia. Butler. The shot off that time.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Count it. Good. And it's 6 points for Tristan Thompson.
Yeah, Thompson just so focused. Even with the defense in his face, he still has the poise to be able to knock down shots.
Here's Simmons. And that one hits back iron. Cleveland's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Here's Sexton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And because of the combination of strength and blazing speed, Sexton can get to the line at a high rate.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Philadelphia has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Simmons dishes to Harris. And Simmons kicks to Butler. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Love. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. And that one's good. Osman. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
Well, Kevin Love just has a great feel for the game. He has a strong understanding of their offense, and he's a very willing passer. That's why you see what you see there.
Now here is Harris. Dishes it to Butler. Kicks to Redick. 4 on the clock. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Clarkson passes to Love. Over Harris. Again, the Cavaliers score.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
To the wing right side. And here's Embiid. Here's Butler. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
And really just asleep at the wheel. I mean, they've been caught napping here a few times, and it's starting to hurt them.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Nance is checked in. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
And stolen by Butler. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. And no good that time. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Sexton kicks to Osman. It's good from long range. Osman's got 5 points now this quarter.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
And the 76ers call time here. The short rest very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Colin Sexton.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots, and also finishing strong.
A really solid performance here in front of the home crowd. He may not be the star of this team, but nights like this are what make him a fan favorite. It's picked off. He dishes it to Clarkson. Some solid defense from Butler.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Well, that's just stellar interior defense. You can't ask for anything more than that.
The 76ers trail by 8. Simmons finds Embiid. Back to Simmons. Trying to end the drought. He takes it up and lays it in.
And really, not much else you can do against Simmons. That close to the cup. This guy just too clever.
Now, here's Sexton. The pass to Clarkson. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Thompson with the bucket.
I'll tell you, good work to pound it down low and finish in tight.
And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. "11 feet away. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Now, here's Sexton. Guarded by Simmons. Sexton the pass to Clarkson. Lays it up off the glass. And now a 10-point Cavalier lead.
Jordan Clarkson showing he's capable of finishing inside.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. 1:07 left in the fourth. Good D by Johnson.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Cleveland.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And so they're able to even up the season series at a game apiece with one left to play, exacting a little revenge and really saving face. They did not want to go down 2-0.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Colin Sexton.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
And here's Sexton after J.J. Redick hitting the 3. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from 14. Rebound by Butler.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
He hits the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And so Butler nails both of them.
And that would have been a killer if he missed one of those, but he was rock solid. That trims the lead now to a one-possession game.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation. Had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
And the 76ers call time here. They're trailing by 5. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Embiid against Thompson. Embiid kicks to Simmons for the three. And that's collected by Love. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Boy, and how about that determination by Thompson? Love to see that kind of focus in transition.
So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kevin. You guys pulled away in the second half. What were the differences?
We all contributed tonight, and if we have a well-balanced, scoring and we're efficient on both ends, we usually end up winning the game. And, like you said, the second half was big for us tonight.
You got it done when it counted. Thanks very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.